he who works for money has no time to make money, right? So he who works all day has no time to make money. And that's because that relationship, money has to be based on a system, right? And you think about passive income, you think about residual income, you think about taking money, investing it in something that is a income producing asset and work off of that asset. So we're going to jump into that a little bit today, right? And so first I want to talk about what I learned from wealthy people. So number one is that money doesn't have a look, right? And so I want to help dispel a few myths, right? So money doesn't have a look. At one point I thought that if you had the nice car, if you had the clothes, or if you had the big house, things of that nature, that automatically made you wealthy. But that's untrue, right? Money doesn't have a look. But that doesn't mean that if you have nice stuff, you don't have money, right? And so I want to dispel that myth too, because a lot of times on social media, I see a lot of times people put these pictures of like Bill Gates, with a black T-shirt on, then somebody else that has jewelry, and they're like, this is what wealth looks like. No, wealth looks like whatever you say it is. Wealth does not have a look. I know wealthy people who only wear designer clothes. And I know wealthy people who only wear black T-shirts. What you wear does not make you wealthy, right? It's not about that. There is no look to wealth. Wealth is based on your bank account, right? Wealth is based on your asset, based on your net worth. Meaning that when you look at your whole portfolio, how much do you own minus how much do you owe? What is your net worth? That equals what your wealth is, right? So number one, wealth doesn't have a look. Number two, money solves most problems.
Say that.
Money solves most problems. There are probably 10 to 15% of problems that money doesn't solve. But everything else, money solves that problem. And why I'm saying that is because when you think about every situation that you make, and you think about it, you don't have to agree with me, but if you think about it, and you think about all of the issues, I can give you how money can solve that in a way, right? And so wealthy people, and that's the difference, right? It's not about good or bad. It's about what is your intention and how can you use that. Money magnifies things. And so if you're a bad person and you have money, you're going to magnify who that person is. Right. But if you're a good person and you have a lot of money, it's going to magnify that as well. And I've been on both sides of the coin, right? I've been on the side where I didn't have much money and wanted to do good things, but the inability to do those good things was stopped. Yeah, I was volunteering, yeah, I was doing things, but we all know if you run a business or if you want to volunteer, you need some capital to make that happen, right? And so money solves most problems. Number three, time is more valuable than money, though. Right? And it is the time, right? Like you could spend all the money in the world, and if you spend time, you'll never get that back. And so part of being wealthy is trying to figure out how do you leverage your time. Also, having money frees your mind to create more money. And so a lot of times, and this is how me and Brother Quincy were having a conversation about 9 to 5s. With social media now, a lot of people pretend as if or act as if 9 to 5s are like the worst thing, right? So for me, I came from nothing. And so in order for me to buy a home at 25 years old, I had to work for money, right? I had to, I thank God for the job. I needed the job because the job is what helped fund my dreams. And so the goal is not to say, forget a 9 to 5 or forget your job. The goal is to say, how am I looking at this job? What is my mindset as this job? And is this job, right, my investor? It's not stopping you from your dreams. It's actually helping you if you're looking at it the right way. And then how do you take the money from that job to now invest in your business? But now, once you're investing in your business, I don't want you to create another job, though. And that's a lot of entrepreneurs, that's what we do. We create another job. And so now we're working a job, we start a business, and that business becomes a job. And so I'll give you some tips on how to make that happen. And then lastly, money is endless, right? And so whether you look at it from a practical perspective or a spiritual perspective, you have to understand that money and the resources is unlimited, right? Whatever you say is very important because your mind creates everything. Your words create everything. And so, what I learned is that the difference between being rich and being wealthy is about your assets. It's about changing that relationship with money. Changing, instead of working for money, money needs to work for you. Mm-hmm. And so also it's about the words you say. So I'm going to ask everybody to stand up for me for a second. I want to do a quick exercise because one of the things that has helped me is my mindset, is what I changed, is what I said about money. And as I said these things about money, as I said these things about me, you know, I have these affirmations that I say to myself because the conversations you have with yourself are the most important conversations that you'll ever have. I don't care what your friends say about you. I don't care what your family says about you. I don't care what anybody says about you. It's the conversations that you have with yourself that are most important. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to say some affirmations. It's called and response. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it. Just repeat it back to me, and then I'll give you 5 steps to create your passive income. Y'all ready? All right. I am a multi-millionaire.
I am a multi-millionaire.
All right, the energy is all right. Right? What you think? We need more energy, right? What you think?
Yeah. Wake up.
All right, you ready? I am a multi-millionaire.
I am a multi-millionaire.
I have a millionaire mind.
I have a millionaire mind.
Every day in every way, I am getting better and better.
Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better.
I love myself unconditionally.
I love myself unconditionally.
I am building a financially stable future for myself and my family.
I am building a financially stable.
Success and wealth comes to me easily.
Success and wealth comes to me easily.
I am willing to accept the best that life has to offer.
I am willing to accept the best that life has to offer.
I am a great provider for my family.
I am a great provider for my family.
I am proud of my contribution to the world.
I am proud of my contribution to the world.
I appreciate all that I have.
I appreciate all that I have.
I always do my best.
I always do my best.
My dreams are coming true.
My dreams are coming true.
I manage my money wisely.
I manage my money
I
wisely.
focus on my goals.
I focus on my goals.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
My self-worth, my net worth is building every day.
My self-worth and net worth are building every day.
My self-worth, my net worth is building every day.
I believe in unlimited possibilities.
I believe in unlimited possibilities.
All right. And so, you know, one of the most important things for me has been affirmations. So I say affirmations every morning, and these affirmations have worked for me. I have a vision board, and a lot of my visions have actually come true. Right? Where at first I was like, what is this affirmation thing? And then I started doing a vision board. I was saying it, and a lot of people say like, you got to speak things into existence, right? And I actually want to combat that a little bit, right? I want to say you have to feel things into existence, right? Because here's the thing, is that I realized that sometimes words don't mean the same thing for everybody, right? And so I might say something, right? I might say something that makes me feel good, and then somebody might say the same exact words, but it's a trigger for them, so it doesn't make them feel good, right? And so if I feel good saying it, then I'm attracting what I'm feeling into my life. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But if somebody else says the same exact words, but it doesn't make them feel good, so then they're repelling that from their life. Right? And so be careful with that. So what I'm saying is make sure that don't only speak things into existence, feel it into existence. Do what feels right for you, and what energy feels right for you, and whatever energy that is, as long as it's a positive energy and it's pushing you towards what you want, that's what you should focus on. All right? All right, so I want to give you 5 steps to how to properly create a business that is going to live past you and that's going to create passive income. Because systems build legacies, right? And so a friend of mine, Connie Falls, I met her at an entrepreneurship conference, and we were having a conversation about business, and she was like, Ash, you have a lifestyle business. I was like, what? And she was like, a lifestyle business doesn't build legacies, right? And so I was like, what does that mean? And so what happened was she was saying that I was the business, right? Meaning that my business was based on me. It was based on, me going out to speak and me, doing things. And if, God forbid, anything ever happened to me, that's it. The business is over, right? Because I didn't build a system around my business. And so she was saying, listen, you need to begin to create a legacy business, a business that you can pass down. And so what does that look like? That looked like me writing more books. And that was the reason why I went from only having 1 book to now having 8 books, right? That's the reason why I started to do online courses and curriculums. Because I said, you know what? I can't just take this knowledge and spread the knowledge only when I'm on stage, right? Because at the end of the day, books live forever. Courses live forever. The information that the products that you build around your business will live forever. And so whatever your business is, make sure that you have a system. And the one question that she asked that made me realize, yes, I need to build a better business system was, if you decided to take a month off of your business, would you still be making money? And so think about that as a business owner. If you stepped away from your business for a month, for whatever reasons, you went on vacation, right? That's all I'm going to say, because we're not speaking anything else into nobody's life, right? You walk away to your business because you want to take a month off on vacation, would you still be making money? And then from that place on is when I started to decide, like, listen, you know what? It's now time to start building systems in your businesses. And that's what's important. So I'm going to give you five things, because systems will give you peace, right? Systems will give you financial freedom, and financial freedom gives you peace. And so if you have a paper, if you have anything, write this down. And so peace is my acronym. So I try to make it easy, right? So this is class. I try to make it easy so you can understand. All right, so P is passive income is your key to true financial freedom. And I'll explain each. E is evergreen webinars are your best and most cost-effective sales tools. Evergreen webinars are your best and most cost-effective sales tool. A, appreciate and implement a sales funnel. C, create an affiliate program to scale your business to the next level. And then lastly, E is email follow-ups, close deals effectively. Right? All right, and so let's talk about passive income. And that's the key to true financial freedom. So passive income is income that you don't have to work for, right? That you physically do not have to do anything for it, and that money comes. And so when I realized that, I decided that I took my expenses, and I said, how much are my expenses each month? And so I need to make that amount of money in passive income each month. And whatever else I do with my time is my business, right? And so we all family, so I'll tell you, so my number is $7,000, right? I need to make $7,000 each month in passive income in order to manage all of my expenses. And then everything else after that is gravy. And so if I make money outside of that, I get to save it, I get to invest it, I get to give it away, I get to volunteer, I get to do a lot of the things that I love to do, right? Because King Simon, what did he say? He said, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, right?